Hi, thank you so much for speaking with me. Raymond.
Yusef, Korey.
I knew the Korey got your name right. So, how excited are you that your story is still getting out there and letting people know that there are lots of people who are still facing the same issues you are of false imprisonment because of the criminal justice system of not punishing the prosecuting attorneys and then forcing young people to confess to crimes that they did not do out of just badgering you?
I mean, this was a gross miscarriage of justice. But the fact that this happened, the fact that we can still see processes like this continuing to happen. I mean, Raymond just talked about Trayvon Martin, the Inglewood Four. I mean, it's sickening to see that even in 2012, people always ask, have things changed? Some things have changed. But the reality of the matter is that just because people don't outwardly say evil things to you, those secret meetings that are going on behind closed doors show you. Because when we come back out into the streets and try to struggle to survive, it's a struggle to survive. And I mean, shoot, I was talking to Korey earlier, and we were talking about Tupac. Tupac said something very, very important. He was in Clinton Dannemora when I was there. Tupac said, "It's a struggle every day. Gotta hold on."
Well, it seems like you guys are functioning, and I hate to say this, but when you've been in prison at such an early age, transitioning back into society must have been a struggle for you. Did you have any kind of support system to help you?
Well, back then there wasn't, because we was in Central Park 5, nobody cared. So there wasn't a transitional program for us to go to. It wasn't an easy transition, period. So people just wanted to put us out on the street, and whatever happened to us happened to us. That 5 to 10 and that 5 to 15 that we received, it wasn't just that, it was a death sentence. We was not supposed to make it out of prison. That was number one. And then number two, we was not supposed to succeed in society. But we did, because we're strong individuals, and we came from good family homes. We wasn't bad kids. This was a situation that we got railroaded,
And at the end of our day, we just got together, as you see here, to keep our spirits strong.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Leaning on each other.
That's right.
That is so good.
3 of the 5.
5 fingers make the hand.
That's right.
So, are you all still in New York, and are you recovering okay from the flood?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, we're in New York because we earned our right to be New Yorkers. And you're not just going to kick us out. We're here to stay. So you just got to deal with it. But as far as the flood, yeah, we was okay. We did fine.
While you saying that, I think about bad boys for life.
And one last final question. I know New York has a policy of the stop and frisk policy that is usually enacted against people who are Hispanic or African American looking. Since being released, have you been stopped and frisked when you're in New York? Or are you guys sort of, since you are adults and you're dressed semi-professionally, they don't really bother you as much?
No, they do. They love to a form of harassment. They do.
Okay.
I got stopped once, and it was a really interesting experience that I had because I was extremely upset that I got stopped, and the officers, after I started talking to them, they kind of apologized. Then I told them who I was, and they said, "Man, can you come to the precinct and talk to the community?" It was like it just blew my mind. I couldn't understand, But these policies are still there. And just because my name is Yusef Salaam and we have Raymond, Santana, and Korey Mines, of the 3 of the 5, that doesn't necessarily make it right for the system to continue to be spiked wheels of justice.
Really, with the stop and frisk, I really disagree with it. It's just a methodology to further on their harassment. Because all the kids got to do is just see the cops on the street, run back in the house, put the guns up, go through them like a metal detector, run back in the house, bring the gun back, and go back to the phone. That's what.
But not only that, it instills so much fear in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, we see cops right now, and it's like we get a little, scared because of what we went through. And But I mean, imagine if on a daily basis we see people today on the street. As soon as the cops come, they just go against the wall and put their hands up. Nobody even said anything. Start taking everything out their pockets because they want the process to be as quick as possible. You know, I mean, I was listening to a report once. I think it was a recent report where they were saying
The young man recorded his being stopped and frisked.
That was crazy.
That was just
That was
extremely
crazy.
frustrating.
And then right after that, I don't know if you remember this, right after that, there was this other piece where these officers were being charged because they were doing illegal cavity searches. It's crazy.
I am so sorry. And one last thing. I hope you guys will say, all three of you, to remember to vote and not let the intimidation stop anyone.
It's so important.
Remember to vote, y'all. Remember to vote. Remember to vote.